Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to Bonus Level. We are hopefully getting towards the end of Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, at least with one of the several endings. We're about to try and trigger our third date with Bad Dad Robert. So we got a pretty good score on the first date. We got a B on the second date. We're going to see how the third one goes. So we're going to send him a message. Ah! Oh no! They had to have this confirmation screen so that I can second guess myself? Really? Oh, you know what they say about third dates? They can get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream daddy? Oh my god, yes, yes. Because this is the one I'm going to do for this playthrough. If you want to see me date another dad, you comment below and you let me know, and I'll keep these going because I'm having a blast with this game. I'm sure that I'm going to replay this several times off of the internet so that, you know, it's for my own viewing pleasure and my own personal experience. So, I'm gonna say yes. Third date. Drink plenty of water. Don't trust anyone who likes their meat well done. Oh no, but that's both of my parents. I haven't spoken to Robert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then, like more so than the usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and I hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Houseman, hey Houseman, guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. When did he send those? Where's the timestamp? Guess it's you, but also me, but mostly you. Yeah, dude? Should we just go for it? Yeah, dude? Right now, or why? Oh, gosh. He's texting us first. This is big. We should be, like, a little distant. How about right now? I type back to Robert. Can't right now. Rain check. Not now. Later. Seriously? Advance notice? Yeah. 8 p.m. Jim and Kim's? Sure, man. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's giving me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Ooh! I'm all a Twitter. Amanda! Amanda pops her head into the hallway, music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who is my friend? I have friends. No, you have a friend. Let's be very clear about that, Houseman. You have one friend, and it is Robert. I am happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. One person. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. Amanda language. I don't give a fuck anymore. What would Grandma think? She's 18. Amanda, whatever. You know what? You're an adult now. I gave it an earnest effort for all 18 years of your life. Go forth and swear. Fuck yeah! I really hope I don't regret this later. Yay! Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume to her sad shit. That's probably why it was turned down, because it was all swear words. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess? It actually seems like he combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. He must have just done laundry. The dryer always leaves your clothes a little less wrinkled if you don't leave it in there. Hey. You take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand there for a second and don't say anything. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. To toast! To us, to you, to toast. No. Oh. Darn. I liked the joke. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am, he's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. You replacing me with the new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean-pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. What, you got a court date or something coming up? He does. He looks handsome. He'd never convince the jury. He does. Court's offered me impunity if I would testify against him. I'm considering it. Seriously, though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctor says it's cirrhosis of the liver. I told him that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Houseman, don't be an asshole. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke about is his pappy. Whoops. I've never seen whoops spelled like that before. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night, probably screw like donkeys. Wait, are rabbits the ones that screw a lot? Oh, sorry, didn't realize you were an expert on which animals screw a lot. Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He's getting up out of the booth. Me and Houseman are gonna hit the bricks. You wanna come with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting down and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways. We exit the bar and the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. Oh. Excuse me. And find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know all the stories are fake, right? Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on. Can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Houseman. Just act like you belong. Robert sidles up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, it was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. That's his voice. I didn't even look at the picture before I did the voice, but that's the voice. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it's widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. Ooh. It was actually 1692. What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel McSturgis, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. 90s reference. 90s reference. Dr. Prescott, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this. Who does that voice? That was fun. Are you guys part of this group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile. Easier to catch ghosts that way. They've definitely been here, been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hauntings since he signed the lease, damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your tour. Man, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered. Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert and Mary and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turn to Robert and grab him by the shoulders. I need that t-shirt. Well, I guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion, and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time. What? Our group arrives at an old, decrepit, colonial-style house.
All right.
A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor. I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Tour Master Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of the Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see a light from the attic where the ghost of Ms. Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. Ooh. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work.
I am so sad.
Oh, it's Ninja Brian. That's who that is. No reaction from the crowd. The guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide. I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version they teach you in school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we... I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everybody? The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Prescott, would you care to tell this story? Riff something highbrow, go with something I know. Rely on amazing improv comedy skills. Let's go with something I know. In the 19th century, Dorothy Pembridge was credited for protecting New York City from potential world-ending paranormal forces. Despite her success, her ragtag group of ghost hunters were disbanded by government officials. However, after learning that the ghost of Vigo the Carpathian has taken an interest in her son, her and her ghost-busting friends launched a mission to defeat the ghost and once again save New York City. Hey, isn't that the plot to... Nope, it's not. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us some razzle-dazzle. Ah, what an interesting story! Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think you could exorcise your demons if that's what you're looking for. Don't write checks your dick can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? ... Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street. Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both. Oh. Okay, so we're finally alone with Robert, but I feel like this episode's kind of dragged on a little bit. So if you would bear with me and come back on Monday for another episode of Bonus Level, that would be fantastic. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. Have the greatest of times. Stay safe, whatever you're doing. Think about what your dad would think. And I will see you the next time. Okay, bye! Thanks for joining me for this episode of Bonus Level. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button. Or better yet, subscribe to the channel and I'll keep the videos coming. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you on the next Bonus Level. Bye!